2, torture, guilty. As to count 3, child abuse first degree, guilty. As to count 2, torture, guilty. As to count 3, child abuse first degree, guilty.
Guilty is the verdict on everything except murder.
Marcia and Anthony Springer convicted of child abuse and torture. We first brought you that verdict at 5 tonight as it was being announced. This evening, we got the jurors' take on that very difficult decision.
24-hour News 8's Jessica Leffler's live in Centerville in St. Joseph County with more of this story. Jess?
Susie, Brian, we got all of the information from the jurors. 16-year-old Callista died while chained to her bed, her home very close to this courthouse in St. Joseph County. We spoke with those jurors. They tell us that reaching a verdict was a very difficult decision, and even more challenging was listening to the details of this case.
She was different. She wasn't less. I kept saying that. Callista was different, not less.
7 of the 12 jurors sitting down for an interview following a guilty verdict for Marcia and Anthony Springer on charges of child abuse and torture, but not guilty of murder. The jury made its decision on the 9th day of deliberation. Last week, they told the judge they were deadlocked.
It all wasn't black and white. It was a lot of grays. So I can't really give you a timeline for how things went, but we just had a lot of stuff to sort through and decide about, and it was difficult and it was long and it was complicated.
The couple stood hugging in the courtroom following the verdict before deputies led them away. The evidence and testimony at times difficult to handle.
All the evidence that we got on the Tuesday stick with me, even the smell of some of the evidence.
Jurors say part of the challenge of finding a verdict was interpreting the law and what it meant.
There's a lot of emotion in that word, and so it took a long time to set aside our own thoughts of what torture meant and look at what the law said.
24-hour News 8 caught up with Anthony's mother, Callista's grandmother, for her reaction to the verdict.
Yeah, something had to be done. It wasn't right. Callista didn't deserve to die like that. She really didn't. Nobody does.
All but one of the 7 jurors who spoke with us were parents. They say the Springers' actions were hard to understand.
As a parent, it's very hard to see that your child needs help and not know what to do for them, but it doesn't excuse the Springers' actions.
The medical examiner testified in court it did not appear Callista struggled, but the tragic circumstances surrounding her death are memories all jurors we spoke with agree they will never forget.
I struggled with that, and I think that only thing that actually gives me comfort is actually hoping she was asleep.
The Springers are going to be sentenced in mid-April. They could be facing life in prison. And a unique aspect of this trial is that in an experiment or a pilot program, the jurors were allowed to take notes, something that they said helped them to reach a verdict. For now, we're live in St. Joseph County. I'm Jessica Leffler, 24-hour News 8. Back to you.